Good morning. It's just shy of 8 o'clock on Sunday, July 14th, 2024. I'm here at Lost Park Campsites. You can see right here that I've got the Lexus parked and the tent right over there in the distance. We're packing up for camp shortly. The other guys are still in bed. I'm just awake a little bit early because we're trying to be out of here within the next hour, so I just want to make sure I can get in advance on getting some things cleaned up. It was down in the 50s last night for sleeping. Yeah, it's probably going to get into the 60s and 70s as we leave today. Not too bad at all. Regardless, though, we're going to start to break down camp, eat breakfast real quick, and then make our way over to Glenwood Springs. See you then. Breakfast of the champions. We got some frosted flakes, cinnamon applesauce, a little breakfast shake, some apple chips, and lastly, some granola with blueberries. So, these are interesting. You just add a half cup of water, you stir it around, and lo and behold, the milk becomes, or the water, mixes with the powder, becomes milk. You got milk, granola, blueberries. Excited to try that one, that'll be new. Time to add the milk because that looks pretty unappealing as is. Look at that now, I've mixed it up, it looks like actual edible food. Let's go to taste test. It's not too bad. The tent has been broken down. That is our last night staying in the tent on this trip. We're in cabins and hotels the rest of the way, so it served us well. It's done giving us some good sleep. No complaints. We'll get her packaged up and back on top of the roof. 296,834 miles. That exhaust is ticking. My exhaust leak is just getting worse and worse on this thing. I'm not really excited to fix that, but that's not today's problem. We're saying goodbye to our campsite at Lost Park. This is once again Site 4. I'll walk around real quick. Give you one last little tour, walk around. It's pretty uphill. This is our picnic table, this is our fire pit. Fire's completely out, so it's safe to be left. Check that, no heat coming from it. Yeah, there it is. Nice little site, served us well. We set up the tent right down there at the bottom and parked the Lexus here, as you can see. So 9:08 right now, we're gonna get headed to Hanging Lake any second now. Let's hit the road. So long, Site 4. Served us well. Gave us some good night's sleep, some good storytelling, some good stargazing. There's the outhouse, which smelled pretty terrible. The flies already trying to get back in my car. No complaints, it's pretty empty here now. Getting ready for a bumpy road again as we head out. Hopefully it treats us a little better than the way in, but I doubt that. It's very rocky, very bumpy at some points. You can see this road's just rolling hills for miles to go. Twists and turns around the mountains, it's beautiful.
Pretty solid 4-cylinder in them.
Just like a little workhorse truck, basically.
Little workhorse truck. It's pretty much...
And that way out there.
Pronghorn, probably... Can't tell which one is antlers. Looks like mom in the front, dad in the back, maybe.
I'll slow down.
2 babies.
400 guy's gonna start high beaming you for slowing down.
Yeah. The camera doesn't show it because it's got good video stabilization, but we're on like the bumpiest for like the steering wheel right now. Just holy moly!
And that steering wheel does not have a lot of play.
No. The 400 behind me keeps on high beaming me, telling me to go faster. I'm like, buddy, I'm not going any faster than 25, 30 on this road. I gotta drive 3,000 miles home, and I ain't trying to do it with a blown out suspension. Sorry, bud. We're making our way down the final stretch of the most brutal 19 miles that I've driven in this vehicle, probably. There and back. And all that out there. Look at the horns of those bad boys.
Some big bulls there.
Well, yeah, we're just about there. We're gonna take a left here on a 285, and then we're gonna get cruising on down to Glenwood Springs. Hanging Lake is our hiking destination, so we'll make our way there. We're on the other side of Fairplay right now.
85 Suburban.
There's a lot of cool stuff that we're seeing now. We're admiring all the old cool cars because there are none like this in Maryland or the East Coast in general because they all rust. That's the downside of living in the Salt Belt, but I mean, you can't pass up these views or these cars that we're seeing here. It's just straight on this road for a while. We're on Route 9 through Fairplay. The speed limit's 30 miles an hour, so that's what I'm going. Other than that, we'll keep on keeping on.
Trying to get it to clear up a little bit, but
We have since made it down the mountain, and we are now passing a lake off to our right.
It says right here on my screen that we're in Breckenridge.
We are in Breckenridge. I was here
on the outskirts of Breckenridge, at least.
I was here roughly 3 years ago. Or no, actually it was 5 now, which is crazy. But there was nothing but snow on the ground last time I was here, and I got altitude sickness. So hopefully it doesn't happen again. But it's a beautiful town, Breckenridge is, and I'm excited to see what it looks like in the summer.
Cybertruck.
Cybertruck. Where at?
Disgusting.
Oh no. Oh no.
76.
76 right now.
76 and sunny.
So it's been nice. We said it's been 76 with almost no humidity, and it's sunny out right now, so it's really nice.
I lost you for a minute.
We're on 70 now, headed westbound towards Glenwood Springs. We merged onto the highway a few minutes ago. We've got about 85 miles until we get there, about an hour and 18 minutes, so not too bad. Cruising at a good speed and hoping the traffic keeps the look about the same. It's a very scenic view, so no complaints at all. Just crossed over the summit of Vale Pass, 10,662 feet. Beautiful mountains out in the distance, as you would expect. Some runaway truck ramps up ahead. Steep grades to come, I'm sure. That's pretty neat.
That's pretty nifty.
We got a scenic area coming up here in 500 feet. Let's see what we got. It better be scenic.
Oh.
Oh. That's pretty scenic. Look at that lake down there. Look at all that water. Look at them red rocks. Look at that rock slide down there. We're exiting the canyon, but it's just been miles upon miles of that.
Radiator Springs type beat.
For real.
Look at the trees up there. How does that happen?
Beats me. I'm no tree scientist myself. Scientist. Ooh. Tunnel.
Tunnel.
Wow.
Look at that river down there.
Yeah, fellas, this is about to be where we're hiking. So, scenic, obviously. Alright, we've got the sign for our exit right up there. You can see that we are taking exit 119 too. Gonna go around and explore.
Can't wait till we arrive in.
And get a little glimpse of. Taking exit 125 down towards Hanging Lake. We'll park the car, get out, get hiking. Well, there's where we entered from. Spin around a little bit. I'm parked right here in this line of cars. Anyways, we're hiking down by the riverside, creekside, whatever it is down there. I've got my trekking poles because of the fact that, you know, it's very steep. Going up and down. But I'm gonna go ahead, walk over to the visitor center with the other guys. We're gonna hit that. We're gonna use the bathroom, get ourselves prepped up full of water, and then make our way up there. Gotta get them stretches in. Still sore from yesterday, but that's not gonna stop us today.
Men working. I sure hope it does.
Machine on trail. Yo, machine head by bush.
I mean, this lake's brutal.
I don't think I can make it.
Fellas, we might have to turn around.
Guys, can we slow down?
I was talking to Tyler because he was like this through the forest.
So look, there's I-70 out there. That's the bridge that we went through earlier. It's kind of weird. You got to go onto I-70 West, go up, loop around, take I-70 East, and then come back. But going into shaded territory soon. The thing that I like about no humidity out here is the fact that shade versus sun feels like night and day. Like back home, shade versus sun is like, you can't even really tell the difference. It's just so sticky.
I-70.
Interstate 70. Here goes nothing. Now this isn't nearly as long as we did yesterday, and it's not as steep, but the grade at which it goes up is significantly more substantial. And it's very rocky from what I remember. I've done this hike before, it was a number of years ago. think it was 2017, 2016, 2018, maybe something like that. I don't remember because it has been a while, but regardless, last time I was here, you didn't need permits. And then there were some wildfires and some reconstruction done. People kept on jumping in the lakes. So now you need a permit, which I guess kind of sucks, but it regulates how many people are here, you know. It's only open on the weekends, which today's a Sunday, so we're lucky we could get in. It's also my brother's birthday. Happy birthday, Sammy. We've already come so far.
Yeah.
We're just getting started. Now, because of all that construction I was telling you about, there's a lot of construction material, some mini excavators, a whole lot of everything going on up here. I don't know what all exactly they're doing, but it'd be a cool place to work.
I went to put on my chopstick and melted.
Hydrate or dihydrate, fellas.
I went to do it, it just melted. The West is drying my lips though. That one just goes underwater. Yeah.
Those birds are just swimming around down there. You see it?
Didn't get out of the water. You know what happened last time?
Look at him. He's like in there too. he's getting yelled at. If my watch is reading right, which it usually does, we're about 471 feet into the ascent. I believe it was 1,200.
About a third of the way.
Sounds about right. So yeah, making good progress. It's just as steep as I remember, but certainly doable. Crossing over a lot of bridges. I guess they're numbers, so this is bridge number 4 we're crossing over, it looks like.
Alright, a few phones on the bottom.
No! Like I said, the hike's about 1,200 feet, if I'm correct. My watch is reading 600. So I'll update you once we're at the top, but that should be about halfway there, ascent-wise. If you've never had Skittles flavored drink mix, which I have in here, it tastes like red Skittles. If you've never had it, you're really not missing out on anything. It's really not worth going out of your way to try it.
Not subscribing.
Hold on. You're telling me you're watching this video and you're not subscribed? Hold on. This is gonna be a problem.
Let these
First
suckers know.
First off, you're gonna subscribe to my channel right here. And then you're gonna subscribe to his channel right here. Thank you. So this right here is a little conservation camp that they used to have for civilians working on this. The coolest part is, this was actually updated recently, and this is a picture of me, Tyler, and Colby right here.
Yeah, that's actually from
Me and
about
the
35
fellas.
years ago.
So that's us right there, believe it or not.
Yeah. See, there's Michael with a backpack and his walking stick. There's me shirtless because, you know, I'm just that good looking. And then there's Tyler with the hose. Yeah, with the hose.
Exactly. So there you go. There's our little shack right there. That's where we hide out when we're doing our conservation work. Right next to this little stream right here. Not too shabby. So in our days where we weren't living in that little wooden shack, we were hiding out in here. This is where we hid from Bigfoot. and other natural predators of the human race.
Look at them fellas.
Ooh, pretty.
The zebra.
Look at that.
See, when I told my parents I found zebras on this trip, they're never gonna believe me.
They're pretty. So like I mentioned earlier, I have my trekking poles here, walking sticks, whatever you want to call them. If you're watching this, Dad, I'd never tell you that you're right to your face. But I'm glad I have these right now. I'm glad I haven't in the past.
Just tell him he was right.
I won't tell him in person, I'll tell him through the video.
Okay.
You're right. But I'm not gonna say it in person. Don't ask me when you're watching this. Anyways, they are nice to have on hand when the hill gets steep like this. Look at that up there. Making good progress though. We gotta be getting somewhere close.
What are we now, halfway?
Oh, I don't know. I started in the parking lot, so it's a little bit off.
Well, how high
I'll just stop real quick. Look at that. Dang. Check this out. Wow. We've hit the railings. I think I last did this when I was 15. 22 at the current moment of this video. But I remember that meeting, we're pretty close. And yeah, there it is up there. We're just about there. Onto the grand ascent, which I'll put the camera away for, because if I drop this and break it, I will lose a lot of money and be very sad. Well, there she is. Breeze is nice up here. There she is.
Look how green that moss is down there.
I know. I love the color of this.
I do too.
That's what really does it for me. That, and then the fact that it's surrounded by this rockscape up here. This is one of my favorite hikes that I've ever done. My watch has us at about 20 feet right now, which seems about right. It's at about 1,200, and I've been recording since the parking lot, so by the time we even hit the trailhead, we had a little bit of elevation. Fellas, what do we think?
Beautiful. It's amazing. I rarely see a body of natural water that I truly would love to swim in. This is one of them. I can understand why they don't want you to, though, because they want to preserve this, and I can completely understand that, because it's gorgeous.
I mean, think about it. If people were swimming in here, it would be losing its color like nothing.
Yeah, that, and then, you know, someone would probably lose something that might give off some scent or anything that might be poisonous to whatever lives in here.
That and trash.
And the algae is beautiful.
I know. I never thought I'd really be saying that, but
It's
just
like lime green. It's so cool.
like green color. There's some fish swimming down there as well.
It's a trout. It's like there's 3 of them, actually. Another one down there.
You can kind of see them on camera.
That's cool.
One of the other coolest parts about that lake and the waterfalls here is that it feeds everything else that you see running down the mountain back here. All that water down there is all crystal clear. It's all that glacier water for you. I just cleared out 2 small sleeves of club crackers and 2 packs of tuna, and I have no regrets. Eating lunch with a view like this, you can't really beat that. Fellas over here snacking on their beef jerky.
Support small businesses.
So we looked at the little display board back there. Those are in fact brook trout that you're seeing swim there. So they were actually introduced up here. They're not natural or native to Colorado. The Hanging Lake is naturally fishless, but they were introduced up here. That's pretty cool. You can see here the greatest question, why is it turquoise? Because of the carbonate minerals that dissolve in the water. Read a little bit more up on that. Saying goodbye to the lake and to the falls now, and then we're gonna go up to the actual spout which this is all fed from. Oh, it's not too bad right there. Blasting down water. I'm recording on the GoPro now just because of how wet it is, but here you go again. I'm getting splashed a fair bit standing here, but the mist feels excellent. Very dry air out here. It's nice to get something to cool down. It's all right, I guess. My turn! There's so many grasshoppers in here, it's unreal. Behind the scenes. The very last view of the falls here. Beautiful as always. Making our way back down. These aren't even much of stairs, really. Just, yeah, rock platform stacks. Dude, I could not imagine being the company building the decks up here, the railings up here. Whoa! That was really close.
All I just say is you better be paying me good.
Yeah, I better be getting some overtime and some hazard pay for this kind of stuff. I should put my camera down so I don't fall. We're back at bridge number 4.
I burned over 5,000 calories.
I believe it. Cannot believe this got here all on its own. Nature is beautiful. Here's its kid. Here's its kid. That's the mama back there that we just saw.
Mama bear's looking for a kid.
Look, there's jack stands holding that bridge up. But here's the last one that we're hitting. Last bridge, bridge number 1. Almost there. Well, we've made it down to the bottom. I'm gonna chill on the rocks here for a little bit and then head back to the car. We are back in the Lexus, about to head out. What'd you think of the hike, fellas?
Beautiful. It was awesome.
Good workout.
Hey, good
It
workout.
wasn't terrible. I mean, it wasn't easy, but it wasn't terrible.
No, it's just a lot of up and down.
Yep.
Straight up and straight down. That's about as simple as it gets, so not too bad. Views out here are still spectacular. We're gonna go get some gas and then head into downtown Glenwood Springs. Here we are in Glenwood Springs. We're gonna make one little pit stop over to Doc Holliday's grave, check that area out a little bit, and then maybe park, walk around, see what there is to do. Yeah, get gas because we still need that. And then show you what we find. Family back in Colorado advised that I check this out, Doc Holliday's grave trailhead, so we'll go see what all there is to see up here. Read up on this a little bit. It's a scenic little hike. I didn't expect such an uphill, but beautiful view of Glenwood down below. Not too shabby. We're hiking up top to Doc Holliday's grave. Glenwood Cemetery up there, so gotta be something cool. Huh. That's something. Here we are in Glenwood Cemetery. Looking around at these, some of these go back to the early 1900s. I'm sure there's some rich history behind some of these. That's what I was gonna say. Would be nice to have your final resting point be the top of a mountain.
They had a hard time carrying that coffin up here, I'll tell you that.
I believe that. There it is, Doc Holliday's grave. Look at that.
He was buried somewhere.
His birthday's the day before mine. Interesting, yeah. Dedicated to Doc Holliday, who's buried someplace in this cemetery. And someone left a Corona bottle and a bell out for him. It's an interesting story to read up on him, going from dentist to gambler to gunslinger out in the Old West. Very interesting. Died penniless with not a penny to his name with tuberculosis. Quite the career. We look in the beautiful town of Glenwood Springs, Colorado. Taking it all in. We're walking right down by the Glenwood Hot Springs. Not going there yet, as you can tell by the fact that we're walking right by, but we will be there later. We're just gonna walk around town, explore a little bit. It was cool checking out Doc Holliday's graves and seeing some old historic graves up in the graveyard. Not too bad. Mountains in front of us look beautiful as always. So we'll keep on walking, look around, maybe grab some dinner, maybe check out some other areas. I don't know. The day's still young. Crossing over I-70, I believe, on foot here. Not something I think I can say I've done before. There's a side profile view of the pool just to show how big it is. We'll be in there later. We're in downtown Glenwood now. Walking around, checking everything out. We crossed the bridge over from the hot springs. We're parked over on that side of the road. Pretty cool little area down here. It's been a while since I've been here. I also filled up on gas right before we got here, like I had mentioned before. Filled up on 91 octane for $3.09 a gallon. And it was, 15.8 miles per gallon, which is the best we've gotten so far by a long shot. Which is surprising given how much I was driving on those back roads, so no complaints. We're here at Doc Holliday's. Once that'll flip over. Doc Holliday's Saloon and Restaurant. Trying out somewhere new here in Glenwood Springs. We got the wing, rings, and dangly things here, which comes with chicken wings, onion rings, and Rocky Mountain oysters. So it'll be a.
The wings look good.
I was gonna say new set of tastes for us.
Some big boys.
Wings look good, onion rings look good. Then we got some Rocky Mountain oysters. So we'll give everything a shot. Give you a taste test. See what we think. You want to do a taste test for the camera?
A little hot. Might have to resume.
Oh yeah. So we can give an update. The wings are good. The onion rings are good. The real test here is the Rocky Mountain oysters.
Listen, all right, pan over to me real quick. These two got me on a roller coaster on this trip. If you haven't seen that video, go back and watch it right now. Thank you. All right, now we're panning back. So these two got me on a roller coaster, and the least they owe me is to at least take a bite of these.
I told you I would.
I know Tyler didn't though.
Timmy got to convince. There isn't much flavor, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. They don't really taste like much.
What's on the plate tonight?
Ribeye steak sandwich.
Ribeye steak sandwich over here. I got the Katy melt. Very good. Those little kind of chopped beef, onions, peppers. Good stuff. Waffle fries as well. We all ate our Rocky Mountain oysters. Tyler, what'd you say? It tastes like liver?
It was very comparable in consistency to liver, which I do like.
It was interesting. Not a huge flavor. I can say I've had it now. Probably wouldn't go out of my way to get it again, but now it's something I can cross off the list of things that I haven't done. And then chicken steak over here on Tyler's platter. Nice little place. I like the atmosphere in here. Kind of got that old-timey Western feel to it. We just finished dinner there at Doc Holliday's Tavern, so we are headed back to the car. We're gonna throw on our swim trunks and shorts and towels and whatever you need to go swimming, and then we're gonna go ahead and head out to the hot springs pool because it's getting a little bit overcast. I don't know if it's supposed to rain. I hope it's not going to, but it's very warm in that water, so I'm looking forward to it. Fellas, what'd you think of dinner? Good stuff?
It was good.
Good stuff, good prices, good atmosphere.
It was. I like the old school cash registers.
Oh yeah. Pretty cool little place.
Very cool.
We're crossing the bridge in Glenwood Springs. We're going to the hot springs pool. We're crossing over the highway on a giant bridge. That wasn't funny. There's where we'll be in probably about 20 minutes. I would assume that this nastier looking pool is the stuff that actually pumps in the hot spring water and then it gets
filtered and
then filters it out and sends it into the pool. Because this has got all kinds of remnants and it definitely reached the strongest sulfur and is right next to the hot springs. That'd be my guess. If anybody knows, let me know because I am curious. Here we are, Glenwood Hot Springs Spa, pool, you name it, we are here. We're at the hot springs pool now. It's still relatively packed here, but not nearly as much as it was before, but I don't know, where do we want to hop in first? It's not really a bad spot to get in. I'll take my shoes, I'll drop them off somewhere. Yeah,
I might want to do it first with a diving board just to jump in heavy.
There's nowhere bad to get in, I'll tell you that. You already know exactly what footwear I had to wear in here. It was not an option.
It was a necessity.
You know I had to do it to him.
It had to be done. You are now witnessing Michael Tomko jumping into the hot springs for the first time on this trip.
What will he be attempting?
The classic cannonball. Can't go wrong. There he is. Our hero.
The waterproof afro. It had to be done. I don't know what the temperature is in here today, but it feels great. That's without a doubt. Really warm. Very sulfur smelling, but it feels good.
Yeah.
Look, when you can get validation from the random people for the tricks you're doing off the diving board, you've made it.
Yes.
Now here's me just nerding out a little bit. I love the way that they have these rocks that line the actual inside of the wall here. But then it's also like, if I splash some water up here, it's all drainage up there. Like I said, that's just me nerding out. I just think it's cool. I forgot how much warmer it is over in this section of the pool. This is like the hot tub area. It feels really good. I don't know what the temperature of this one is, but it feels good.
This is it. Coming over because I'm like,
Straight chilling. The massage chairs after a long day of hiking.
This is nice. A long 2 days of hiking.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say, I mean, if you include the first hike that we did, and then Doc Holliday's Grave today, we got in 4 hikes in 3 days.
Yeah.
That's not too bad. You can't see it, but the jets are aimed right on my calves. And after all this hiking today, that is exactly what I needed. It's hitting my back too. Vacation mode's kicking in. Tyler's getting blasted with a jet over there. I might go join him.
This is it.
So good. We're going 3 wide, fellas. Woo! So that was the Falling Waters pools. I'm sure you could have figured out. We're in the Sacred Waters pool, which flows off into the other one. And it's much, much cooler in here. Probably That's probably more hot tub temperatures, like 105 or so. This is probably in the 80s, low 80s, something like that. Feels good after being in there. This is the Cascade water pool. So we've been in falling water, sacred water, and now we're in Cascade water, which you can see has that nice even flow coming in over top. And it's got kind of a bench here, and it feels really good. All right, we're getting into the inhale pool, which is 52 degrees to 60 degrees. It's gonna be like an ice bath, getting out of these hot springs for like 80 degrees. Oh! That's chilly. All right, it's 8:50 and 40 seconds right now. We'll see how long I can stay in. I'll probably give it like 2-3 minutes. Here's the hard part, submerging. Let's do it. Stay under it. There we go. I'm just trying to get the legs cold soaked because that hike, oh, I can't even talk. Oh. I'll hop under there in a second with you. How's it feel? All right, they're doing it. I got to do it. It's. Woo! I'm covered in goosebumps, boys. Yeah. My nipples are rock solid. So this one is the exhale pool. It ranges between 75 and 80 degrees. I'm sure after getting out of that one, it's gonna feel like a nice warm toaster. Oh, that feels so much nicer. It's still not warm by any means. It's not warm by like any means, but it feels so much better.
Is that similar to an ice bath?
Yeah.
I love ice bath.
Probably a little warmer, but getting out of the water, it felt like just as big of an adrenaline shock.
So good right now.
I know. I could sit in here for a while.
I wonder if they chlorinate this.
They have to some degree. I can't feel my back. Oh, this doesn't feel bad at all. Oh. Oh. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, boy. They're both just screaming underwater. I don't know if you can hear that, but...
Should Michael do it next?
I can do it next. Ready?
All right, let's let Michael get a few deep breaths.
Ready?
I couldn't hear that.
I put every ounce of rage into that.
Still recording.
Oh. We're about to head to our campsite at the KOA in Glenwood Springs West, I believe. We're leaving Glenwood Springs Hot Springs right now. How was that, fellas?
Incredible.
Rejuvenating.
Yeah, I didn't realize how sore my muscles were until I got out of the hot springs, and then had none of those pains there anymore.
Relaxing.
Is that definitely something that I needed?
Them natives are onto something.
Yeah. But yeah, we're gonna get headed to our KOA for the night. It is our first cabin of the trip, so I'm curious to see what that'll entail of. It's about 15 minutes away, not too far. Let's hit the road. So I'm at the Glenwood Springs West KOA / Silt KOA in Colorado here. I don't know why I said it like that, but there should be a late registration box right here. Or that's not it. There we go, M. Tomco. Welcome. Very nice of them. I'll take that to the car and we'll pop that open. Well, here's camp cabin CC1. I don't know if you can hear it, but the water's rustling right down there. Very nice, very peaceful. Let's see what we got in here. That's upside down. That's not a bad little spot in here. There's a fan up there. I didn't even think there was electricity in here. It's a nicer place than I thought we got.
This is pretty nice.
Yeah. This is like luxury compared to how we've been living. Turn on that light. Look at that little air conditioner, little space heater. Bunk beds out here. Microwave, paper towels, coffee maker. Shoot. I'm not complaining. Alrighty, well, I'm in my bed for tonight. I'm all showered up. I'm very tired. I'm gonna end this video here. I'll catch you again on the 15th.